my god, it's a bag of squished mosquitoes.
It's for rectal use only.
That's honestly kind of iconic. Maybe I shouldn't even say what festival I'm at. I might talk shit. Mystery Festival! Is this thing on? So I figured out that the best way to recap events and festivals and all the fun things while still like being present in the moment is to narrate them after the fact. So you see past me and future me all in one place. So let me first off start by saying that festival was a fucking mess. Except on our way there, we had a really magical experience passing by this random village that just happened to be having a fireworks event. What is happening right now?
I don't know. I'm into it though.
We have to go in. Obviously, you can't just not stop when you see a fireworks show happening at an undisclosed location. So that was really cute and wholesome and nice, and I thought, wow, what a great omen. Plus the town had like a super big wheel. Massive wheel!
Yeah, this town is cute, man.
That had to be good, right? Because we got there in the dark and I wasn't totally sure where we were going, I looked on their Instagram page and tapped on the location that they have listed where the festival is at. I'm like, we need some GPS coordinates. They had the wrong address on their Instagram page, first of all. So I was like, okay, that's not going to be of service. We did end up finding our way in, but they had no lights. The signs that were present, there was no lights on them. So like if you were arriving after sundown, you're shit out of luck. The first red flag. And it just starts pouring rain as soon as we get there, which whatever, that's no one's fault. Who doesn't like a little rain? But update, we're stuck. We need to get towed. It is pissing rain. We just got into the festival. It's 1 a.m. So we're in a giant rental van from Home Depot. Shout out Home Depot. So we misjudged the terrain between the road and the grass to get to like the camping area. We're stuck. A guy in a big pickup truck rolled up and he has offered to tow us. So, oh my God. Praise the Lord. Thank you so much. The lore machine keeps on going. What's going on? Yeah, we're just waiting to get towed out. Yeah, it's a real... Do you want to be in the vlog? Look at that. Solidarity.
Cool. A couple of selfies on us. Dude, thank you. Okay, Home Depot, shout outs. Your vans suck. What? Cozy interior. Shit. One-wheel drive. A one-wheel drive van is what we got. And when I put it in reverse, it beeps. You want to hear that? Dude, let's go. Fucking ravers. Don't look at us.
And trying to get everything situated at 1 a.m. in the rain with rapture level mosquitoes.
I hate it. We have to do it. Oh my God. It's a goddamn nightmare.
Safe to say, we were doing super well. So we woke up the next morning. Number one goal is to go to artist relations and find someone with a golf cart so that they can take the pole and its various pieces down to main stage where I am supposed to be setting up and performing later that night. It's a heavy piece of equipment and it requires assistance. So we go to the front gate and tell them what we need, and they're like, yeah, you know, your guess is as good as ours. We've been trying to radio someone with a golf cart for hours. No one's up yet, or we don't know where anyone is. Okay. So Nathan essentially like bribes a security guard that he saw had a golf cart. At first, begrudgingly agrees to come to our campsite, and he seemed like he just did not want to do it. But then we found out his name is Nathan too, and you meet someone with the same name as you in the wild, it's just kind of like a hype experience. So Nathan, the security guard, and Nathan, my boyfriend, the Enigma, obviously hit it off, and that sweetened the deal a little bit.
We're gonna go down the main stage. Okay.
We did get the pole hauled down to main stage, but when we got to main stage, we discovered that conditions were unsuitable. I get to that later. I explain all of that.
Cure for LSD.
Delicioso. Taco friend! The mosquitoes.
He has that like October album.
I'm also doing my makeup in the rain.
Plays mono blue. Give me. Give me a smack.
We had to come inside the van because it started pouring again. I cannot reiterate how bad the mosquitoes and rain are. Festivals are not for the faint of heart. There's just no predicting how anything goes, which is the reason for any of my anxiety, is lack of control. I got some bones to pick. I did apply to perform at this festival. This is a festival I've been to a couple of times, really enjoyed myself, and this festival disappeared for a number of years, so I thought it was just done forever, and this is the return. I thought for the return year, what a great opportunity. I will apply to perform. So I applied. I put effort into the application process, as one does, and I did get brought on. I'm explaining my gripes.
I agree with all opinions expressed here and there out.
A lot of thumbs up in this video. That's how you know things are bad.
That's true, eh? That's so true. No one's ever like, I'm doing great.
Yeah, everything's good.
I was like, yeah, we're good. I'm not sad or scared.
I was supposed to be doing some pole performances at this festival, so brought the pole. Anyone who knows of the X stage knows it is heavy and there's pieces of it you gotta haul. It's not just like this, it doesn't just pop up. There's a lot of effort involved. He mostly sets it up, I'm not gonna lie, but I do help. I do know how to set it up. It just takes a lot of muscle. So yeah, we're hauling this thing around and we go to the stage that I'm supposed to be dancing at.
That's right. Yeah, general admission.
Who's gonna stop him? And there is nowhere for me to set this thing up. There are no suitable platforms, not enough room on the stage. So then we go looking for the talent manager of the festival, who I've been in communication with the entire time, and she's lovely and has tried her best the entire way, but is having communication problems with the festival itself, and is also like the only woman involved. It's hard to be taken seriously when everybody in charge of the festival is a man and there's only one woman kind of vouching for things to be done a certain way. That's an entirely separate conversation, but she is doing her best. We ended up going for a little crawl to all the stages to see if any of the stages were suitable to set up the pole, and lo and behold, none of them are. Give them another thumbs up. Oh, none of them are suitable. The bare minimum is having a platform or a stage that you can set the pole upon. In addition to that, having proper lighting to light up your performers. That is the absolute bare minimum when hiring and inviting performers to come to a festival. I got oh man, I got nothing.
Oh, it's the bare minimum? Well, how about none?
Yeah. Oh, that's the baseline. That's the bare minimum. I take your offer and I'm gonna pummel it into the ground.
I'll take your offer and I lower it.
I'm like, okay, thanks. And listen, I'm not a diva, but I am entitled to having suitable performing circumstances, just like taken into consideration. So yeah, we're not setting up the pole. I am not hopping on the pole, which is disappointing. I also have 2 really special costumes planned, but I'm not going to bring them out in the rain, and if it's not properly lit, and it's just, you gotta draw the line somewhere. So I don't really know what the plan is right now. I'm still getting paid for this, so I think I'm just gonna do a bit of like voguing, a little bit of go-go dancing, and just say that I did something, because they didn't provide me with the facility to do what I came to do. Maybe we'll play a game of how little can I get away with. I think.
Little by little, a little becomes a lot.
Oh, God, just always knows exactly what to say. Look at how foul my sandals are from this walk. I'm making the most of a fairly disappointing situation. And me and my sweetie are filming fairy content out in the wooded glen.
Fairy content in the glen.
A figment, you see, that the only thing that could possibly be real is you and me. But the truth of it all is plain and clear. The less that you fear, the quicker they appear.
The sun finally came out. The moments like this, when the sun comes out in such a God-honoring way, it makes it all worth it. It totally melts away like the stress of the rain and mosquitoes, because like, what the fuck? That's heavenly. You know, one thing I gotta say, all of the annoyance that I feel in festivals is all self-inflicted. I chose to be here. I chose to bear the elements. I chose to expose myself to all things that could go wrong. So I'm currently on my way over to see if there's a solution for my pole. Fingers crossed. They sent me a message. They're like, we may have a solution for your pole. So let's see how this goes. We found a solution. They're doubling the scaffolding. I think this is promising. I think we can make this happen. Maybe I won't have to list this as a mystery festival. If this goes well, I will disclose the name of the festival. One thing about me, I love psytrance. Everybody hates psytrance till they don't. You gotta understand it. For me, it makes me feel like I'm in a rodeo in space. And when I listen to psytrance, I laugh and laugh and laugh. And that's why I love it, is because it just like tickles a part of me. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. It gets me going. After they set up that second scaffolding, I really thought all of the problems were just solved. And while I am super grateful that they were willing to do that to accommodate the entire reason I was there, it was definitely done begrudgingly, and everybody at this festival who was staff had an air of annoyance to them because of the lack of communication between volunteers and organizers. That was apparent because the volunteers were dealing with everyone's problems that the organizers had promised wouldn't be problems. A lot of picking up after the organizers' mess, I would say. Just lack of care and attention to detail. So what ended up happening, it was truly just acts of God at that point, because I really thought my performance was going to be all good. My friend Chris, aka Moth Diamond, he is a light tech and he travels all around during festival season doing so. So obviously a professional. When he saw that my pole was getting set up for my performance leader, he was like, okay, amazing. I'm going to go talk to the lighting tech guys now and make sure that by the time you perform, they have lights set for you. So you don't have to worry about spotlight, whatever. It's just going to be taken care of. So he went, talked to the lighting guy, and he was like, yeah, you're all good for when you perform. Yeah, I got ready for my performance. Pole was set up. Things were looking up. Look at this fog. I would hate to be spun out right now. You can't see shit. As you can see, it is stupendously foggy. And what creates fog? Condensation. What's condensation? Water. Water and condensation do not bode well in terms of performing on a pole. You need dry conditions, and it can't be too cold. And there's a lot of temperature setting sort of things that come into play that are absolutely necessary for you to safely perform on a pole. So I get to the stage and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go dance in my beautiful star costume that I've been working ages on. I'll insert the clip.
She's a motherfucking star girl. And look when you go. Bah, 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 bah.
So I'm just doing a little go-go performance. And I'm like, okay, it's really dark over here. Where's the light? So I stop what I'm doing. I can see two people who have eyes on me. Like, nobody knows I'm there. Nobody knows I'm performing. So Nathan, being the little sweetie he is, goes and talks to the lighting tech guy. It is a different lighting tech guy than the one that my friend Chris had originally talked to. So this guy was hemming and hawing. He was like, yeah, like, I don't know. We don't really have anything here. Like, we'll see what we can do, which meant I'm not going to do shit for you. Everybody was just annoyed. I don't think anyone was actually trying to be a dick, but everybody was just annoyed at the lack of professionalism at this festival. And so if you're working for a festival, they've probably just taken enough baloney at this point that they're just, they don't want to deal with anything else, and they're not being treated well enough or compensated well enough to deal with every single person's gripes. So there was no lighting on me, and so I was like, ugh, okay. We had a roll of paper towels with us. Used the whole roll of paper towels to clean off the pole and make it dry enough for me to go on. Well, because water's in the air, it just immediately becomes slick again. And I had the most amount of pole grip, the stuff that you put on your body to make you stick to the pole, to make conditions less dangerous. I was covered in pole grip and I was slipping and sliding. I was literally on the pole for a minute and I was like, nope, we can't, it's too dangerous. So I threw in the towel right away and it just was the way it was. There's nothing I could do about it, and no one really cared that I was there, so why am I going to use my time and energy, potentially wreck this fragile costume in the condensation when there's no lights on me, no one really sees that I'm there, there's just like no emphasis on the performance that's happening. So I packed her in and I just decided to have fun regardless.
Hold my hand. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
Honestly, if you don't like psytrance, grow up.
Heal your inner child and start liking psytrance.
Bass music makes me feel cool when I dance to it. Techno makes me feel cool. There's a lot of things that just make me feel like cool and sexy when I'm dancing to it. Psytrance doesn't make me feel cool and sexy when I'm dancing to it, but it makes me feel something. I am absolutely tweaking out on that dance floor, but psytrance is for people who have accepted their sophistication and accepted their cringe. I'm confident that if I were given a Vyvanse and someone played a psytrance set for me, I would cure world hunger.
Are you shitting me? We got more fucking fireworks?
I'm over here eating up another taco in a bag. And I got my frickin' neck is blown off. So scared by those fireworks. Jesus, Murphy. Fireworks again. Fireworks 2 times. In 2 days. That's my new personal record, honestly.
They learn like boundaries and stuff.
Ain't nothing like it, honestly. It's like if there was like a sunrise on like Neptune or something.
Moth Diamond, he ordered this miniature theremin off of AliExpress. God. And if you don't know what a theremin is, I'm gonna insert a little theremin clip for you. It's a machine where you just use movement to like affect a frequency. That's magic to me. That's hardly technology. That's vibes and magic right there. So I was floored.
Yes.
This is the set I came for.
Majority of our night was just us walking around with this theremin, literally trapping people in it. And once you're in that frequency range of the theremin, it's pretty hard to get out.
That's where we've like met most people. Is outside
What?
Not only that, but we were going up to people on the dance floor, because it's loud, and playing the theremin in their ear and seeing if they notice. And if they turn around and notice, we'd be like, you just got theremined. And then we'd run away.
We're taking this global.
This is amazing.
Like such a flex that you just like have the ability to like plug that shit in.
Sign into the network when you're done. You just click it. It's just a web server.
Oh, okay.
And then you click on effects, and you can choose effects. For example, like I can go down to like Matrix. Click Matrix.
What? That's fucking insane.
And then I've put a whole bunch of gradients in that you can choose based upon what you're feeling. So you can click this, and it will go to that color
That's so
set.
cool.
Yeah.
What's that called?
That one's called Candy. This one.
So I had fun. Like, it wasn't because of the festival, but I ended up having a really great night. We were technically supposed to stay another day at the festival, but I was like, no, there's nothing for us here anymore. We came, we saw, we conquered. Next morning, we woke up.
Imagine waking up like this.
I didn't. Went to my friend work party's set. She plays really, really vibey, like daytime fun, sexy, like disco-y, housey vibes.
Who's that?
Hello? Crispin Glover?
I would.
Smash!
It was a beautiful day, so I was like, fuck it. Let's seize the day.
Check this out. Look at that.
Barely spilled a drop.
Sick.
Okay, this is a great trading post. I've been trying to come back here since we saw it because I saw this pressed 4-leaf clover that I really, really wanted, but I needed to get something to leave as an offering. But my sweetie picked it up for me because he knew that I wanted it.
I also put $5 in it yesterday with taking nothing, so we're square.
We're squared up with the trading post, but let's just see. This is actually, sometimes the trading posts are like kind of lame and like useless, but this one had some really good things in it. Well, this one's not doing super promising.
I don't know, these are fun stickers. I'm gonna grab one of these.
There's some fun stickers. What is
Looks like
this?
there's a bag of spiders.
Oh my god, it's a bag of squished mosquitoes.
For rectal use only.
That's honestly kind of iconic. Right, now useful rave things. What do we have? We have some sour soothers, some Gaviscon, zip ties, a little mister, some oat bars, a candle. Fun. Oh my god, the tiniest spoon ever.
It's tiny.
It's really tiny. And then, what is this? Yeah, this is useless rave things for sure. What's even in here? Minions? Oh
we
god.
know who got those.
I don't want to see that for another second. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We
Miscellaneous
know
rave thing?
it is just crayon chalk.
It looks
But-
phallic.
I know that's our problem.
This looks so phallic. And just like a garbage bag. That's kind of useful. Okay, to be fair, there were cooler things in this yesterday. But I'm happy. I got what I wanted. I am going to leave. What category do we think these fall into? A magnesium glycinate drink.
That's useful.
That is useful. You're gonna need that.
And I'm gonna leave a little ball of Baby Bell wax.
No, you're not. I'm actually going to make a donation for you.
Oh, thank you.
I have this container of face/nail gems.
That's for everybody.
I would say that's kind of a nice rave thing.
Totally.
Put them right by this is honestly my favorite thing in here.
It feels cursed.
It probably is. Anyways, great trading post.
Trade away.
Trade away.
And then me and my sweetie went home.
The council.
The gas station trip immediately after leaving the festival is so audacious. Like, we bought so much stuff. And for what reason? We just really wanted chips and dip, I guess? And like 7 different drinks. What I find is that the first gas station you go to after the festival is always like so clean and charming. Well done. And 3 dogs outside? That's a great omen.
I love girls that are into biblical mysteries. Are you into biblical mysteries?
And here we are now. I cannot see that festival happening again. I cannot. I will give it credit though. I loved the music. All the music that I heard, fantastic. Everything else, garbaggio. For them to come back, they would need to make serious changes in who the organizers are, how they treat their volunteers, their performers, everybody in the mix, because it was a palpable mess. Once again, you do not live a showgirl life without these problems. The only glamorous thing about being a performer is you. You bring the glamour. Everything else, who knows what's gonna happen. It's a risk every single time, but I'm so grateful for my sweetie cutie Nathan for being my rock and just like my buddy through all of this. And when I'm disappointed about things, he always reminds me that it's just a natural part of the process. I truly couldn't do it without him and all of his help. He is the perfect stage boyfriend and best buddy. So it wasn't a total bust. There was still a lot of positive aspects, but overall, I will not be attending again. Okay, bye.